Our top story at 5:30, the Bay Area reopening, timed perfectly to match up with a labor shortage. Good evening, I'm Elizabeth Cook.
And I'm Brian Hackney. As businesses come back, one thing is missing: the workers. KPX's Kiet Do found business owners desperate to hire people.
Yes, we're live here in downtown San Jose, where there are a lot of these entry-level jobs all across the region for those who are ready and able to get back to work. A food service worker right now is as rare and sought after as the vaccine was 3 months ago. From sushi joints to Taco Bell, as restrictions lift, cooks, servers, and cashiers are in high demand. Are you getting a lot of applicants?
No, not a lot.
Angelica Delgado, a manager at Boston Market, is on the hunt for workers. Ann just happened to walk by and saw this sign outside the store in Campbell. So Ann strolled in and literally got a pre-interview right on the spot. The normal crew size at this Boston Market is 13 people, but they're down 6 workers, and it's not looking good.
It's hard to hire people. You can interview people, but they're not coming back later on.
You interview them and they don't come back?
Yeah.
So you're ready to work?
I'm ready to work.
Do you think you'll find a job?
Yes, I'll find a job.
Yeah, you will.
I will.
And so everybody's got money in their pocket. And, you know, when you think about how the economy works, most people go to work because they don't have money in their pocket.
Robert Chapman Wood is a professor of strategic management at San Jose State and says Biden's stimulus package, along with workers' concerns about getting COVID and a lack of affordable housing, are still keeping some workers on the sidelines.
Here we are.
The latest employment numbers in Silicon Valley shows 10.4% job growth in the leisure and hospitality sector, as the valley added more than 14,000 jobs. For job seekers, this hot market may not last long.
If at some point the Federal Reserve is worried about inflation and they raise interest rates, and the good job market is likely to get not nearly as good anymore. So it's not a bad idea to take advantage of this good job market while it's here.
About a month ago, we realized what was happening, and we realized that the job market was going to get pretty tight. David Williams is the general manager at San Jose Improv and held a job fair back in May. It worked. He filled 70 out of 80 openings. I've been in the industry for about 25 years. I've worked at all the restaurants, and it's a lot easier to find people to work in a comedy club than it is in a restaurant. And you make more money.
Kiet, so if the factors are people are afraid of COVID or there's high housing prices, well, we're not going to solve the housing cost problem. If people are afraid of COVID, they're afraid of getting COVID. So that just leaves the stimulus package from the Biden government. Given that, when do they think workers will come back so that restaurants can operate at full capacity?
So that is the million-dollar question, of course. The stimulus money should wind down around the September timeframe. So look to the fall-winter timeframe. That'll give us more clarity as to whether or not things actually stabilize and then these workers come back en masse. But the solid answer is nobody really knows.
Okay. That's Kiet Do in San Jose. Kiet, thank you.